To the Virgin Galactic earnings. We are about to start. Very, very exciting. The markets are holding up. The earnings aren't out yet. We are waiting for the earnings as soon as they post. If anyone gets them before me, please do share it with us and we will post it in the chat. But we are going to be here for the Virgin Galactic earnings. Best place to be. We rank #1 on YouTube for SPCE stock. This is the Virgin Galactic space station. I have been to the Virgin Orbit space station and I'm going to the Virgin Galactic space station. This is my position. I hold shares in this company and we are very excited about tonight's earnings. If I scroll down, there you go. I have 2,100. It's 10.89% of my portfolio and we're not that long to go now. We are waiting for the figures to come out as soon as we get them, but it's more important about finding out if the flights are being delayed. So sit back and relax, share the video, get involved. It's Virgin Galactic SPCE night, big night here tonight for the earnings. And we're not that far away to go now. Welcome everybody for the Virgin Galactic SPCE earnings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See you back very, very shortly. Baby Yodo just said he's sitting here with a Martyn Lucas mug. There you go. Happy holidays. Happy Virgin Galactic. There you go. If we get $10 tonight, we'll do Rocket Man in the show. There's my mug as well. Sit back and relax, share the video. If anyone gets the earnings before me, it's all about the future projections of where we are going. We don't expect huge earnings tonight. What we expect is good news, and that I believe is coming. If you didn't yet already watch the video about the information that you need for tonight's investments, here is the video. It's a 2-minute video. Watch it and come straight back. There you go. If you didn't catch it, there it is in the chat right now. Leave the comments below. What do you think? Virgin Galactic. I'll see you back in a minute. Welcome everybody. Virgin Galactic out very, very soon. And we're keeping an eye on the earnings. We are going to be live with the earnings as soon as it begins. You'll have it live here. If you've just tuned in, good evening to you and welcome. Virgin Galactic earnings very, very soon. The markets are okay right now, but we are preparing. But fortunately for us, Even if they miss on earnings, this isn't disastrous. What is important, however, is the projections of when we're going to fly and how the ticket sales are going. We know about the ticket sales. We know they've sold the tickets. It's all about the projections, though. And more information came out tonight. For those of you that haven't yet seen it, it's on my video. I've just posted a video. And let me quickly share with you what I have here. Some information. If you want to catch all of this, it's on the video I just posted for you in the chat. If you want to go and check it out, it's a 2-minute video. Gives you some important information, and you can then be armed with how you're going to play tonight. I am not day trading this at all. I'm adding and adding and adding. To me, if it goes down, I just buy more. Simple as that. There is the link in the chat if you want to go and get that information. Leave a comment below, and we'll be back with you very shortly. As soon as they post the figures, we'll have it. And of course, we will also be able to bring you the earnings call as it comes. See you back in a few minutes. Okay, this is the official Virgin Galactic Space Station YouTube channel. Yes, it is. We ranked #1 on YouTube and Google for Virgin Galactic SPCE stock. If we get 100 likes, I will fill this studio with smoke, and the Virgin Galactic light show will kick off. You will see all the USS Unity smoke and lasers and special effects. They will kick in if we get to 100 likes. You will see the Virgin Galactic light show. If we get to 100 likes, you'll see it behind me. All right, so if we smash the like button, this studio will turn into the Virgin Galactic Space Studio. I've been to the Virgin Orbit Space Station. I was there. I'm now going to the Virgin Galactic Space Station next year. And if you want to see the studio turn into the Virgin Galactic Space Station, as we do rank #1 for SPCE stock on YouTube, all you've got to do is get 100 likes, and we will fill the room with smoke, and the Virgin Galactic light show will begin. You'll see everything kick off. We're just waiting, but we have to get 100 likes if you want to see it. If my moderators and all my members in the show could remind everybody, smash the like. We need 100 likes. If all my members can do a countdown of how many likes we need left, once we get 100, we will have the light show. And at the end of the show, if we get 150 likes, we will have Rocket Man played live in the show from my piano at the back of the studio for Sir Richard Branson. Okay, smash the like button. We're up to 30 likes now. Keep it going. The smoke is ready. The lasers are set. The light show is set, but we need 100 likes to get there. Smash the like button, and if we get there, we will share it with you. Okay, I'm ready for the light show. Well, you've got to smash the like button then. Share the video, click share underneath. We've got 33 likes now. Very, very good. There you go. Fantastic. If you've just tuned in, welcome to everybody. My name is Martyn Lucas, World Piano Man, and Martyn Lucas, the investor, here for you as well every day. I go live 10 hours a day. This is my channel where I share my live trades, my live investments with you every single day. We are waiting for Virgin Galactic to post. And as soon as we do, we'll have the earnings with you as well. What's up, Caden? What's up with you tonight? Why are you upset? What's going on with you? Caden's having a hard time tonight. What is going on? We've got 39 likes. Martyn, who have you played piano for? I've played piano for many people all over the world, 195 countries. It's why I'm the World Piano Man. I've played for royalty, many famous people. A list too long to mention, I would say. Anyway, you will get the light show if we hit 100 likes. Forecasted, is there any ETF for all Virgin stocks? There should be, right? Let me put your comments on the screen. If you smash the like, and then you put your comment, I will share your comment on the screen. There you go. Pete Barker, his comments on the screen already. If you smash the like and leave a comment, I will share it on the screen. How many shares of SPCE do I have? 2,100. 2,100. Did you say 195 countries? I did say 195 countries. I have a big fridge with lots of fridge magnets. You've got no idea. There you go. Here is the space station. We are ready for you. And once we get 100 likes, we're going to fill the room with smoke. All right. All we need now is 100 likes and we'll do that. We've got Virgin Galactic earnings ready to kick off live here. 40 likes now. We just need another 60 likes and we'll do it. The Virgin Galactic Light Show. We're keeping our eye on the earnings, on track for Q2 commercial service. Let's go, Space Monkey Mafia. 40 likes. All we need is 100 likes, and the Virgin Galactic Light Show will happen. This studio that I'm in right now will fill a smoke. Right here, it'll fill a smoke, and all behind me will go crazy. But we've got it prepared. We're not going to do it unless we get 100 likes. We're up to 45 now. We're getting closer. Very, very nice indeed. The stocks are up. No reason for it. No reason for it yet. The earnings is not out yet. If anyone gets it before me, let me know. I am watching. It's not out yet. As soon as it posts, I will share it with you. We're not expecting, I am not expecting it to beat earnings. There's no reason why it would. If it does, it will be fantastic, but that is not why I'm investing in it. I have visited the Virgin Orbit space station. I've worked for Sir Richard Branson. I'm going to the Virgin Galactic space station. It's a long-term investment, but we are on track for next year. It's a $100 stock when it does in a couple of years' time, no question. Willow, they're losing money at a faster rate. We don't have that information confirmed yet. SoFi and CPE forever. Do you want to see a few stocks that we've got here for you? Here's Virgin Galactic. This is my position. This is my overall. We are pumping now. This is my overall portfolio. We are down at the moment 0.2 despite Virgin Galactic being up. We have a bit of a sell-off in the after hours, or in fact Virgin Galactic has just risen a little bit. But SPCE is up 1.53 in the after hours. It's all thanks to Martyn. What have I done? Rob Brennan is all here. Even Unity not ready and no confirmed date for when they will, which is disappointing. We don't have that confirmed, Pete Barker. Where do you have that confirmed? I do not have that at all. We are waiting for the earnings. The earnings starts in half an hour, but we are any minute now. If anyone gets it before me, let me know. And if anyone gets the earnings before me, let me know. I'm checking it all the time. It makes no difference to me. My portfolio is robust. It isn't going anywhere. I've set orders to buy more if it goes down to $4. I've got orders placed. You can see here, orders placed here. If it goes to $4, it's already there, already in place. Test flight this year. No, test flight is happening in the spring. There's no reason why there'll be any delays. I have a limit buy set at 4. Yeah, I think I've gone slightly above that because everyone picks 4 as a round number. There you go. So I've gone 402. I couldn't care less whether it's 402, 405, 78, 32. Doesn't matter to me. I know where the stock's going. I don't care. I don't care. I'm investing in the company. I'm not investing in the price. The price is irrelevant right now. Cole Glazier said they are validating the modifications to VMS Eve and VS Unity with multiple scheduled test flights for coming months. Pete Barker, we haven't yet got the earnings. It's half an hour away, so we haven't yet got that information. We will bring it to you very, very shortly. We are here with the Virgin Galactic earnings tonight. And all looking okay at the moment. We are some way away. You can see they won't open the lobby for another 13 minutes. We've got plenty of time. That information will be out very soon. It's imminent. We are waiting for it. Right, how many likes have we got on the video yet? If we get to 100 likes, there will be a Virgin Galactic light show here in the studio. This is where I am right now. If we get 100 likes, and we are now at 46. There's 71 watching. So if we get to 100 likes, I will turn all this studio, all the smoke will come down, and we'll be right there with the Virgin Galactic. All these moving heads and lasers are ready to go when we hit 100 likes. And if we go to $10 tonight at the end of the show, there's going to be Rocket Man as well. Absolutely right. Okay. Anyway, not that long to go now. We're waiting. We are looking everywhere for the figures, and we're very, very excited. It should be a good night. Like pressed only once. Yeah, very good. We've got 49 likes to go. We're at 51 now, over halfway with 70 people watching. It is completely doable. If we get there, there will be the light show, and if we get 150 likes, then we get Rocket Man as well. Okay, quick commercial break coming up. You can skip the ad. I'll be right back in 10 seconds from now. Okay, we are waiting. Not long to go now. Any moment now, we'll get the information. SPCE EBITDA, total 129 million. I've not had that confirmed. We shall soon find out. Net loss of 146 million compared to 48 million net loss in the third quarter. That's now Seb Dean has just given me information saying, let's have a look. Let me see if I can confirm that. Net loss of 146 million compared to a 48 million net loss in third quarter of 2021. It says, I think you're wrong there. I don't think that's right. I can't confirm that. Because if that had been the case, the stock would have dropped like 5% straight away. And it hasn't done. I don't believe that's correct. I think you're looking at last quarter. Good luck, guys. MFC. We're waiting for the earnings to come in, and we've got the earnings report live here tonight as well. MFC, we've got a lot of guests here tonight. Welcome to our channel. We are ranked #1 on YouTube and Google for SPCE stock. We have the highest engagement rate of any YouTube channel in the world when it comes to live viewers who are members. 95% of our viewers are members. Mr. Beast only has between 7 and 9%. We have 95%. 95% of our live viewers are members. So welcome to our channel. The extra 100 million spending is all research and development, Martin. Okay, Rob. That's the news that is coming out. It's in multiple articles. No ad played, Martin, for your information. Well, it's because you've probably just joined, or you're on a mobile device, or you've got ad blocker, or you've got premium. One of those things. Necessary for Delta ships. They have to spend money, guys. And people always sell out when they're spending money. They have to spend money. Seeking Alpha, Virgin Galactic press release, Q3 EPS of 0.5, a miss of 15 cents. We are now getting some information start to be confirmed. Let's have a look. I still can't confirm that, but we are getting Virgin Galactic press release, Q3 gap, EPS of 0.55, miss of 15 cents. Okay. That's still okay by me. I'm still holding. Nothing's changed anyway. I'm expecting them to spend money. That's what they should be doing. Martyn Lucas is bigger than Mr. Beast. One day we might be, but we have a higher engagement rate than Mr. Beast. That's a fact. The report is out. Martyn Lucas. How do you become a member? How do you become a member? There's a join button, but I'll give you the invitation. Sometimes we might have somebody do some gifting, some membership gifting. Sometimes you never know. Somebody might feel generous. There's the invitation if you want to become a member. If you become a member, you get 20 times what you put in as a perk. All right? If you want to be a member, you get 20 times. Oh my gosh. I was just about to go live with TikTok. And Virgin apparently is a banned word. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Who's ever heard of that before? That's what TikTok's all about. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're just going live on TikTok now. We're on Facebook, Twitter, multiple websites, LinkedIn. There we go. Unbelievable. All right. Please gift me a membership. So it often gets. You often win them. Sometimes somebody. If you become a member in tonight's show, there's a lot of special prizes. We've got a cash giveaway tomorrow. We've got a star prize tomorrow. So great time to become a member. Many perks and benefits. Hi, my love, Dexter. Anna Garado. We got a friend of Dexter's here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Benjamin Bartok, what will happen after the countdown? After the countdown, we have Virgin Galactic going to present their earnings call. We are waiting now we've got pretty much guaranteed the earnings report. Oh, breaking news. Virgin Orbit has just crashed down 3%. It's near my buy price. I said it would. So if you're interested, Virgin Orbit, very, very interesting. Virgin Orbit has just gone down 3% in after hours, 283. I've got it to buy at 268. It might go there. Just letting you know as a sideline, it's kind of relevant. The two share the same marketing at least anyway. But anyway. Any moment now, we'll get some more information. Tonight is all about the forthgoing projections, timelines. That's what tonight is all about. All right? Okay. Now then, I said if we get to 100 likes, we are now at 55 likes. If we get to 100 likes, this studio will turn into the Virgin Galactic space station. All of this will fill with smoke. All right, we're not that far away. If you want this whole studio to go all spacey on you, it's all ready. All the lasers are ready. We just need 100 likes. With 75 people watching, 55 likes. We could easily do it. So there you go. If you want to get involved, hit the like button. and we'll have a bit of a light show. 58 now, 59, just 41 to go. And then after that, if we make 150 likes, then we have Rocket Man. I will go to the piano and play Rocket Man as Sir Elton John for Sir Richard Branson. That's what I did when I performed for Richard Branson years ago for the Virgin Experiences. Okay, so that's why I know that this is a great company and a great stock to hold, and I'm not selling it at all. All right, not selling it at all. Presentation is already live. No, it's not. It's not live at all. What you are getting here is this. This is the countdown. Okay. This is the countdown to the lobby being open. The earnings does not start until 4 p.m. Central Time, which is my accurate time I have on the screen. That is when it begins, okay? You will not miss it. I've never missed an earning. In fact, I've missed an earning once. I missed an earnings once, and that was because of a technical error. Not my doing. Anyway, you will not miss the earnings at all. There is the countdown. It doesn't start till 4 p.m. I like how everybody's telling me I've missed the earnings. I've not missed the earnings. All right? No one has missed the earnings. Can you imagine if I missed the earnings? No, the presentation. The presentation does not start for another 18 minutes. Okay? And you have not missed that. I killed another spammer. Thank you very much indeed. We're up to 66 likes now. We're very, very close to our space station kickoff tonight. Very, very good. If we get to 100 likes, only 34 to go. This whole studio, as we rank number 1 for Virgin Galactic SPCE stock on Google and YouTube. This is the official space station. And I visited Virgin Orbit earlier in the year. I'm going to Virgin Galactic next year. You can be there as part of the Martyn Lucas Investor Convention. We all met in Cornwall recently, and we're all going to meet in New Mexico at Virgin Galactic next year for a party. Sorry, I have to have too many screens open, says Mike. Check the link. The PowerPoint is already uploaded. I am here. You are not going to miss anything. This is the earnings here. Don't worry, you're not going to miss it. Check the link. The PowerPoint is already loaded. You can't, Tim, you can't share a link in the chat. You're not a YouTube member or a moderator. This is the link. This is the presentation. This will be live in a couple of minutes, but then it opens the lobby. That is all. Okay. Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic is moving up. We're up at $4.60. It's going to be a $100 stock in 2 years. That's why I'm holding it. I will trim off the top. I've overextended myself on it. Even though it's a great asset to hold, I have to trim off the top to be responsible for my portfolio. Okay. We only need now another 22 likes, and we will turn the studio into the space station with all the smoke and special effects. All we need now is 22 likes. Let's do it before the presentation starts, because once the presentation starts, we're all going to be... in fact, I tell you what we'll do. If we get to 100 before the presentation, all right, I will do Rocket Man with all the special effects. There we go. We've got to do it before the earnings call begins. Okay, so if you want to get Rocket Man with all the Virgin Galactic special effects here in the studio, we've got to get to 100 likes within 5 minutes before the earning starts. All right, because we want to make sure that we get it done before the earning starts. We're up to 68. Just 32 to go. Okay. So with 15 minutes to go, the lobby is about to open in 30 seconds. That does not mean the call starts. 70 likes, 30 to go. 30 to go. We're very, very close now. Just another 29 likes, and we'll do Rocket Man before the show, before the event starts. 18 likes to go now. We're very, very close. If you've just tuned in this afternoon, thank you very much for being here. We're number one for SPCE stock. I have it on my portfolio. It's the biggest part, second biggest part of my portfolio after the S&P 500. There we go. All getting close to going now. We got just a few minutes ago. Let me just mute the background music. We don't want that coming through. Get notified. I'm right here. I don't need to be notified. There we go. There we go. I'm going to mute the music. We're all set to go. Virgin Galactic. Right, 75 likes. Just 25 likes to go. And we are going to do Rocket Man in the show. This will be exciting. Never been done. I did a gig for Sir Richard Branson, a part of the Virgin experiences years ago. It's why I believe in the stock, why I know Richard Branson. It's why I went to Virgin Orbit and why I'm going to Virgin Galactic next year. So if we get another 25 likes, we'll be Rocket Man and we'll fill the studio just in time before the earnings begins. And we'll keep Virgin Galactic on the screen throughout the whole time. All the lasers are ready to go. We have to get 25 likes in the next 5 minutes, otherwise we won't have time to do it. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got some audio coming through. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. We don't want that coming through. What's going on there? Loading slides. Here they go. They're loading their slides. There we go. There's all the slides loaded for Virgin Galactic. I wonder what was going on there for a minute. There you go. That's better. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. There you go. Keep that noise down for a minute. Dexter Sickles, we got a super chat just coming in. We only need, fantastic. Let's put your name on the screen. Dexter Sickles, give us a super chat. There we go, the beer. I might even grab a beer as well. There we go. So thank you very much, Dexter Sickles. Virgin Galactic ready to go. 13 minutes. We got 22 likes to go. If we get 100 likes before the we'll get that's for Rocket Man. Oh yeah, the deer. You want it anyway. You want it anyway. Oh my gosh. Now what do I do? What do I do now? Now what do I do? Okay, someone has paid for it. Oh my gosh. Now I'm in trouble. Now I've got to do it. So we still need 100 likes though, and if we don't get it in the next 5 minutes, it'll be too late. We need 100 likes in the next. We've got 80 likes now. 20 likes to go. 20 likes to go. We are nearly there. And if we get there in the next 5 minutes, there'll be Rocket Man before the event starts. Fantastic. Let's look into the stock price right now. There we go. It's holding up. Our overall position is down slightly, I think. Yes, we're down 0.43. Just slightly down today. And SPC is a big part of my portfolio. 83 likes, just 17 likes to go. 17 likes to go, and we'll be there. We can do Rocket Man before the show. We have to do it within 5 minutes, otherwise it'll be too late. 17 likes to go. Very, very close now. Very, very close. Let's keep our eye on the stock. Not that long to go. 84, 16 likes to go. Are we going to do it? Are we going to get Rocket Man in the show tonight? I wish they would stop loading up and reloading their slides. They can't make it their bloody mind up. I'm glad they can fly rockets better than they can load a slideshow. They keep reloading it, which means it resets the audio for me. Anyway. That's me just moaning. I like moaning. I'm an Englishman. What do you expect? Okay, let's have a look. It's all about the earnings tonight and the forward-going projections. Right, 14 likes to go. If we get 14 likes to go, we are going to go into Rocket Man before the event starts. The studio. Right, I'm going to start pumping the smoke out. All right? So if we do it, I'm ready. Okay? I'm going to do it. Okay, we're going to pump the smoke out. And if we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't. 15 likes to go. If we get this, we got 5 minutes because we need 5 minutes to do it before the earning starts. We will do Rocket Man for Sir Richard Branson, as I did for Virgin Orbit, as I did for Virgin Experiences years ago when I won the World Piano Man. Okay, we only need 15 likes to go. 13 likes to go. 13 likes to go. You've got to get there. We've got to get there within the next 4 minutes. Otherwise, I won't be able to do it before the earnings. It'll be too late. It'll be too late. We're at 88 likes now. Just a couple of people have unchecked because they want to recheck their likes. I know why that is. That happens sometimes. Smash the like button. Not that long to go. 89. Oh, 11 to go now. How close can you get? It's going to be right up to the wire. You've got 4 minutes left to go. Smash the like. The smoke. 9 likes to go. 9 likes to go. There we go. The studio is now starting to fill with smoke. 9 to go. Keep me updated. Keep me updated. We need just enough time to sing the song. 93. Oh my gosh, it's getting very, very close. So, I'm ready. I'm absolutely as close as I can get now to be ready without actually being ready. Oh man, this is great. All right, here we go. See if we can do it. 5 to go. 5 to go. 5 more likes to go, and we can do it. The studio is set. Let me turn the light out so we're ready. We've got to be able to do it before the earnings begins. Rocket Man's ready. Virgin Galactic. We've got 8 minutes. We've got 4 to go. 4 minutes. We're getting ready. Okay. What are we up to now? 96. Just a few seconds to go. Are we going to get it to 100 likes? We need 100 likes as I perform this when I won the World Piano Man. 3 likes to go. Here comes the smoke. This is the Virgin Galactic Space Station. 3 likes to go. We'll get the song in just before the earning starts. And I want the chat to blow up. You can now clip this. We've got 2 likes to go. You can clip this video and you can own this video. I'm going to give everybody the copyright to use it. If it flags up in my analytics, everyone who gives me a super chat in this song, I will allow you to keep the song, post it on your social media or your YouTube account, and you can keep it for yourself. If you give me a super chat and start chatting through. You ready? Okay, we got 3 more likes to go. We've got to get it done in 1 minute because we need time to go back to the earnings. We need to go back to the earnings. You ready? 3 more likes to go. I'm ready. 2 more likes to go. I see 100. I see 100. Right. If you give a super chat now in the chat, I will give you copyright to use this video. For Sir Richard Branson, Sir Elton John, let's get ready tonight. Let's go to $10. Here we go. She packed my bags last night pre-flight. Virgin Galactic, yeah. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. Such a timeless flight like this. Virgin Galactic to $100. Here we go. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not a man to think I am at home. Oh no, oh no, I'm a rocking man. Rugged man, burning out his fuse upon alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell. Sir Richard Branson, Virgin Galactic, come on now. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not a man they think I am at home. Oh no, oh no, I'm a rocking man. Rugged man flying on Virgin Galactic now. Rugged man flying on Virgin Galactic now. Sir Richard Branson, Virgin Galactic on a rocket ship, $100 a share. I'm a rocket man. Hey, Virgin Galactic, I'm a rocket man. Virgin Galactic, I'm a rocket man. Oh yeah, think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not a man they think I am at home. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm a rocket man. Alright, it's time now to go over to the earnings of Virgin Galactic. Thank you ever so much, everybody. We made 100 likes. If anyone gave me a super chat, when it comes through, you can own the video and post it on your social media, and you can keep it. We're going to be there at Virgin Galactic next year, and I'm going to be flying. I'm going to be flying with Virgin Galactic, especially when it goes to $100 a share. I will have all the money I need to buy the ticket. All right, let's get over now to Virgin Galactic. Let's go and listen into the earnings. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Mr. Cossack, for the super chat. Thank you very much. All right, here comes the earnings. Okay, here we go. Thank you very much indeed for the super chats. Let's get over now to the earnings for Virgin Galactic. Very exciting. Thank you ever so much, everyone who gave me a super chat. When it comes through, when it comes through on your social media, you can keep it if you've given me a super chat. It'll tell me who did it, and I will give you the rights to have the song on your channel. Okay, here we go. Virgin, thank you, Mr. Cossack, for the super chat. Let's get straight over into Virgin Galactic's earnings. We're holding up. We just got a minute and 43 to go. Here we go. We're loading the slides again. We'll be listening in. The stocks are holding up at the moment. Good stuff. Who's excited? Virgin Galactic, $100 a share. Should be good. All right, we've got just 1 minute to go now. We'll clear the timer. We are ready. And we're listening in. And this is the SPCE Virgin Galactic earnings tonight. Thank you ever so much. Everyone who subscribed to my channel supports me. We trade live every single day. We are live 10 hours a day. We're trying to grow the best YouTube, Twitch, TikTok channel in the world. We're here every day. We have our cash giveaway tomorrow. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Let me just change that angle. There we go. The stock price is holding up. If you subscribe to me tonight, thank you very much indeed. Okay, 30 seconds to go. We're listening in. We have the audio coming through, and we are all good with the audio. Yep, that's all good coming through. Thank you ever so much again, everyone who subscribed to my channel. We're just a few seconds away. Skip the ad, and here we go. We're about to start the earnings. Okay. We're listening in. Earnings will begin any second now. Any second now, the earnings will start, and we'll bring it straight to you. The stocks are still going up. Here we go.
Good afternoon. My name is Bailey, and I will be your conference operator today. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to Virgin Galactic's third quarter 2022 earnings conference call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during this time, simply press star followed by the number 1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to withdraw this question, please press star followed by 2. Thank you. I would now like to turn the call over to Eric Cerny, Vice President of Investor Relations.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Virgin Galactic's third quarter 2022 earnings conference call. On the call with me today are Michael Colglazier, Chief Executive Officer, and Doug Ahrens, Chief Financial Officer. Following prepared remarks from Michael and Doug, we will open the call for questions. Our press release and slide presentation that will accompany today's remarks are available on our investor relations website. Please see slide 2 of the presentation for our safe harbor disclaimer. During today's call, we may make certain forward-looking statements. These statements are based on current expectations and assumptions, and as a result, are subject to risks and uncertainties. Many factors could cause actual events to differ materially from the forward-looking statements made on this call. For more information about these risks and uncertainties, please refer to the risk factors in the company's filings with the SEC filed by Virgin Galactic from time to time. Readers are cautioned not to put undue reliance on forward-looking statements, and the company specifically disclaims any obligation to update the forward-looking statements that may be discussed during this call. Please also note that we will refer to certain non-GAAP financial information on today's call. With that, I would like to now turn the call over to Michael.
Good afternoon, everyone. We had a very productive third quarter, making significant progress on our immediate objective of returning to flight and launching commercial service in the second quarter of 2023. We also continued to execute on our long-term business objectives to scale our future fleet. Turning to slide 3 and today's agenda. We'll start with our commercial readiness efforts, including an update on the enhancement program of our initial ships, followed by progress on our future fleet development. Finally, I'll hand the call over to Doug, who will provide a financial review of the quarter. So let's turn to slide 4 and a discussion around commercial readiness. As we approach commercial service, we recognize the significance of getting back to the business of spaceflight and providing our existing customer base with an unforgettable experience. During the quarter, we made great progress on our enhancement program for our initial ships. Work on VSS Unity is complete, and the ship is ready to commence test flights. We are tracking to have work on VMS Eve completed in the fourth quarter. As a reminder, the modifications we have made are designed to significantly improve the durability and reliability of both ships, enabling a higher frequency flight rate for commercial service. As you can see in the photo from Spaceport America on slide 5, one of the final steps in Unity's enhancement program was the design and application of the ship's new livery. With the installation of Unity's enhancements now complete, we anticipate reduced maintenance needs for the spaceship and the ability to support a monthly flight cadence. On Eve, the new launch pylon has been completed, new horizontal stabilizers have been installed, and upgrades to avionics and mechanical systems are wrapping up. We are now in the process of completing final flight preparation tasks. Subject to successful completion of these tasks, we expect the first test flight for Eve to occur in early January, if not before, with the ship returning to its home base in New Mexico shortly thereafter. After the verification test flights of Eve, we will move to a glide flight of VSS Unity and then to a space flight with Virgin Galactic mission specialist on board. The crew will assess various elements of the astronaut experience and make final refinements to our training program for our first commercial passengers. As always, our approach to test flights is methodical and iterative. And following the sequence of test flights, commercial service is expected to commence with the Italian Air Force research mission, followed by private astronaut spaceflights. In the coming weeks, we will begin communicating with our founder astronauts regarding their flight assignments for their life-changing trip to space. I've spoken in the past about the value of our unique customer journey, both as a key product differentiator and as a customer retention and lead generation engine. Key to that is our membership community of future astronauts and the exclusive events and programming that it offers. In late September, we held the inaugural Space for the Curious Summit in Wyoming. This is our marquee membership event for future astronauts. The images on slide 6 provide a glimpse of the dynamic programming designed to enrich our customers' anticipation and readiness for their space journey. Many of our future astronauts brought friends and family members who were able to interact with our team and other members of the community. We continually hear feedback that this community access and interaction is a key differentiator for Virgin Galactic, and it is something foremost in our customers' minds when they decide to fly with us. Our future astronauts are incredibly excited for us to bring them to space, which is why the launch of commercial service in Q2 of 23 is so important. Also critical to our success is the ability to grow our fleet. So let's turn to slide 7 and our future fleet development. As we've shared with you before, our production model spaceships, the Delta class, are intended to materially increase our flight frequency. These ships will be the key driver of revenue growth and profitability for the company. We are leveraging the existing aerospace ecosystem to enable greater speed to market than with a fully vertical operation. Last quarter, we announced our agreement with Boeing subsidiary Aurora Flight Sciences to build our next generation motherships, and we shared that we had issued requests for proposals for major subassemblies of our Delta class spaceships. As announced yesterday, we have selected 2 very experienced companies in aviation and aerospace, Bell Textron and Carbon Aerospace, as our primary suppliers for the Delta ships. As illustrated on slide 8, Bell Textron will supply our unique feathering system and flight control surfaces. Among many strong attributes, Bell Textron's expertise in tilt rotor technology is complementary to the feather technology used on our spaceships. Carbon Aerospace, known for its expertise in constructing large, complex composite parts for aerospace and aviation, will produce the fuselage and wing of our spaceships. Along with Aurora, these important relationships propel our production strategy, and we're excited to be joining forces with aerospace companies of this caliber. Work will begin immediately with Bell and Carbon, and initial production, including tooling efforts, is targeted to begin in 2023. The Virgin Galactic team will retain responsibility for the overall system architecture and design authority for all components. Final assembly and integration of the new ships will be done in our facility in Phoenix, Arizona. Flight test and acceptance testing of the new ships will take place at Spaceport America in New Mexico. Regarding our next generation motherships, our collaboration with Aurora Flight Sciences is also progressing well. We will soon be moving into the tooling phase, and the next generation mothership program remains on track to begin flight testing ahead of the first Delta ship coming off the line in Phoenix in 2025. With this schedule in mind, we are dedicating significant engineering resources to the work that precedes production of the future fleet. Simultaneously, we are focused on the launch and flight consistency of Unity and Eve to begin bringing our customers to space and to demonstrate the value of our product. Prioritizing our resources against these important efforts will likely impact the pace of work on our second spaceship, VSS Imagine, and we are reassessing its schedule for entering commercial service. I'll now turn the call over to Doug for an update on our financials.
Thanks, Michael, and good afternoon, everyone. Turning to slide 10 and our financial results for the third quarter. We generated revenue of $767,000 in the third quarter, driven by future astronaut membership and event fees, and revenue recognized for research activities. Operating expenses were $146 million, compared to $86 million in the prior year period. The increase is primarily attributable to higher R&D costs tied to our fleet enhancement activity and the development work for our future fleet. We reported a GAAP net loss of $146 million, compared to $48 million in the prior year period, driven by higher R&D costs and the favorable change in the fair value of warrants in the prior year. Adjusted EBITDA was negative $129 million in the third quarter, compared to negative $68 million in the prior year period, primarily driven by higher R&D costs. Moving to slide 11, free cash flow was negative $107 million in the quarter, slightly less than the low end of our guidance, compared to negative $53 million in the same period last year. The increased spending is largely due to higher R&D costs. Our balance sheet remains strong, with $1.1 billion in cash equivalents and marketable securities, and to maintain that strength while prudently investing in the business. During the quarter, we raised $100 million in gross proceeds through the issuance of 15.6 million shares of common stock as part of the at-the-market offering announced on August 4th, 2022. At the end of the third quarter, our issued and outstanding share count was approximately 274.5 million shares, while the weighted average diluted share count for the third quarter was approximately 263.9 million shares. For the fourth quarter, we forecast free cash flow to be in the range of negative $120 million to $130 million. With that, I'll hand the call back to Michael for some closing comments.
Thanks, Doug. As we approach our launch of commercial service in Q2 2023, we recognize what a significant milestone this will be for the team, one that advances our mission to become an astronaut-driven, consumer-facing spaceflight. We continue to invest in our team and infrastructure to prepare us for that transition. We have the right structures and leadership in place to support commercial service and fleet expansion. Across the business, I am confident in our approach and the progress that we're making. In summary, with the enhancement work on VSS Unity now complete and VMS Eve nearing completion, we will begin verification flights in the coming months, and we remain on track to start commercial service in the second quarter of 2023. Our future fleet is progressing well, and with agreements in place with Bell Textron and Qarbon Aerospace, we continue to expect to roll out the first Delta ships for flight testing in 2025, with private astronaut service on the Deltas planned for 2026. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Virgin Galactic team for all the hard work that they have done throughout the enhancement and modification period. It has been an important time, and thanks to this critical and complex work, our ships will now have improved durability and reliability. We are all excited to get back to space. And with that, we'll turn to questions. Operator, we're ready to begin the Q&A portion of the call.
Thank you. If you would like to ask a question, please press star followed by 1 on your telephone keypad. As a reminder, if you are using a speakerphone, please remember to pick up your handset before asking your question. The first question today comes from the line of Oliver Chen from Cowen. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
At the end of the show, you can call in and have
Michael
your say on the show as well.
Congrats on the announcements of the partnerships. So as we look to 2023, as you begin initial production on the Delta-class spaceships, what are the key catalysts or moments in 23 that we should look forward to with respect to that? And more generally, as you pursue this flexible and agile approach to working with suppliers, are there other partnerships that you need in terms of scaling or that you have in mind? Second question is, previously you mentioned disruptions acquiring materials. Is that still happening? Or if you could tell us a little bit about how the supply chain looks given we're in such a dynamic environment. Thank you.
Thanks, Oliver. This is Michael responding. I'll just take that last one. Well, I'd say supply chain for us and for everywhere still carries across the world, degrees of disruption. We've managed that disruption really, really well. So we don't have anything that is constraining us at the moment from a supply chain standpoint. It's still a disruptive market. We still look and manage proactively against it. So don't want to say that any company's out of the woods for that, but we don't see issues in that area right now. So that's good. As to the Delta ships, what you'll see, we're very excited to have Bell Textron and Qarbon Aerospace on board, and I think those companies and the teams are also very excited to be partnering with us on this. It is a program where, as we said, we're going to take the lead on the upfront design and overall design authority, And what that means is we're going to have our engineers, especially some of our most experienced engineers with our ships, really working through the upfront design to basically modify, our existing ships design, same outer mold line as we've discussed, but modify them in a way such that Bell and Carbon can take those designs and then put them through their own shops, their own areas, and manufacture them in a very efficient way, in a very both time and cost efficient fashion. So things that we'll be doing, we have to get the design piece done, and there are milestones that we could work against internally for that. You'll see us then we'll be ordering materials, and the materials will first be used to build the tooling that these partners will be using in the manufacturing process. And as we get the material order, then we'll get the tooling built, and then you'll see parts actually getting built using those toolings. And that's mostly what's going to be happening in the 23 timeframe. Doug, anything you'd add to that?
That was complete.
Thank you. And Michael, you have a really experienced, experiential team in terms of membership and marketing and driving a bigger consumer experience. Any updates there on plans and strategies in terms of what you're doing? And also related on the demand side with the encouraging campus and training facility announcements, what have you been seeing in terms of demand and regarding tickets? Thank you.
Got it. So I'd say we're generally following the path we've laid out, Oliver. So our design process on the astronaut campus continues. Again, we think that campus will be coming online kind of in parallel with the Delta ships coming on in line.
Short squeeze.
So that's still got to wait. So 23 is still primarily a design phase for that effort. But that's coming along quite well. I've spent time with some of our future astronauts, both in Europe, in the UK, as well as in the US. They're just very pleased and excited to both be part of the company, but also looking forward to going to space. So we mentioned on this call, we had our first major event. Internally, we call it the Space for the Curious event. And I participated in that with 60 to 80 or so of our future astronauts and guests. And the main takeaway there is how important the journey is. And I think for all the people who attended that, as well as the dialogue I've been having kind of across the world with our future astronauts, it continues to come back and focus on this isn't an up and down, right? This is a journey, and the development of the milestones on that journey are incredibly important along the way. And what we really focused on in that Space for the Curious piece is helping people recognize how they're going to prepare so that the moments that are fairly fleeting in space will be so anchored in their memory when they come back that that's what they're going to carry forward for the rest of their lives. So it was very reinforcing to attend that event and to talk with these folks. So we feel like we're definitely on the right track there. Now on demand, as we shared in the last quarter's earnings calls, we had 800 or so people that had come in. We took 100 seats out of our first 1,000 block and repurposed and dedicated those to the research market. And that has been a good move on our part. You may recall the research groups can't plan for something that's 4 years out. They need the ability to make decisions for funding and for using their experiments on shorter timetables. So by able to reserve that 100 seats and basically be able to feather those in along the way, it's opened up our opportunity to talk to a lot more people. You may have noticed we announced a partnership on research with Axiom Space that came out this morning, and they're going to use us to help train astronauts that they will be taking up to the space station on deeper exploration missions. So we found good momentum from countries, universities, Axiom in the case of today's example. So that's a good market. And then we have the bulk of the remaining of those first 1,000 seats off with Virtuoso. And I would imagine those tickets will get momentum through their large network of travel advisors as we start flying. So that's where I think we'll see the push there. And then we, as I said, we carried a few house seats. So we've effectively, with that allocation to Virtuoso and research, kind of closed our efforts on sales at that $450,000 price point. We think that was a right piece to have for this moment. We were very successful with that. And then as we're back to space and flying again, we'll reopen for the next tranche of sales.
Who wants a party at the
Very
end?
helpful. Best regards.
I'll do the first 2 requests. Back to the
Thanks,
piano,
Oliver.
grab a beer.
The next
$100 a
question
share.
today comes from the line
2
of
years.
Matt Akers from Wells Fargo. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Hi, this is Eric Hien on for Matt. Thanks so much for the question. It looks like you guys used less cash than expected for the quarter. Is the higher Q4 number a good run rate to assume for next year? Maybe it's close to the peak now.
Yeah, thanks for the question. This is Doug. So we spent a little bit less in the third quarter than we projected, just like $3 million below the range we gave. But we are seeing that ramp in the fleet development. We've got both of the work going on the finishing of the enhancement period plus the ramp with Aurora on the next generation mothership. Those are the things that are layering in there. So we've guided for the fourth quarter to be 120 to 130 spending level, and that's because we're still finishing up the flight test period here, following the enhancement period, and then we've got the ramp of Aurora continuing, and then the introduction of the new suppliers for the Delta class. So you're seeing that trend. I've talked about before how these layers will combine. Next year, what you see is some ramp down on the initial fleet because we will have finished the enhancement period. We've moved into flight tests and we're finishing it up, going into commercial service, and then the ramp up of the future fleet. So the net effect of that is some growth from where we are guiding for the fourth quarter, but we do see ourselves getting closer to our peak level of spend. So as these layers are coming in, that's kind of how it stacks up. So getting closer to that peak.
All right, thanks. If I can do one more, just like to know how many passengers are still in the backlog now. It is still roughly 800-ish. Not sure if anyone has dropped out.
Yeah, Eric, so we're talking. We have 800 called future astronauts that had signed up before we took the called remaining seats and allocated 100 off for research, and then the bulk of the rest to Virtuoso. So we're kind of holding at that collective number of kind of those 1,000 at the 450,000 price point that we put out. And as we get back and start flying again, we'll reopen up from there.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you. The next question today comes from the line of Kristine Liwag from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Nice to hear from you, Kristine. How are you?
Great. So maybe following up on your announcement with that Bell will provide Delta's feathering system, you've got flight control surfaces, and Carbon Aerospace will do fuselage and wing. I mean, these are pretty important partnerships. Can you provide more color on the contract arrangements with these two suppliers? Will these be cost plus contracts for you, fixed price? Are they risk-sharing partners? What sort of investment and capital cost do you estimate this will be in 2023? And also, if you have a multi-year outlook, that would be better than just 2023.
Sure. Doug, well, I'll take a little bit of that and you can kind of pick up there. So probably as you would expect, the contracts are going to be a combination of time and materials when we are in periods where definition is still varying, which are these early phases right now, right, as we're kind of clarifying the design specificity with each other. And then we will move them into firm fixed price contracts as we lock down the design. And so the partners know what their job is with more specific detail in them. So that's how those will work. And just I think we'll move into the fixed price version of that when design is appropriately locked down, and that allows for time and materials in a place where we can work easily with each other to find the most efficient way forward, and people aren't trying to hedge to kind of cover bets because they don't know what's coming. So that's why we set up first T&M and then go into firm fixed price. Doug, you want to talk on either risk or other elements there?
Sure. So regarding the risk sharing, it's similar to what we did with Aurora. And yes, there's a risk sharing element to it where the suppliers are incentivized to go faster. And if things take longer or there's performance challenges along the way, there's some degradation in the price. So we're in it together, right, as a partnership. In terms of the cost, we aren't disclosing the cost, the run rates for 2023 or the cost per vehicle at this time, because for the reasons Michael mentioned, we're entering the design phase with them, and we lock down the design, and that from that specifies the remainder of the recurring costs that we'll see with the vehicles. So because that's an ongoing process with the vendors, it's really not in our best interest to put that out there publicly, what that is, because that's an ongoing interaction between all of us together. So for that reason, we don't disclose it, but hopefully that gives you enough color.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's really helpful color. And it's great that you were able to line up these experienced manufacturers to help you build these very sophisticated flying machines, right, or space machines. So maybe in terms of the follow-up on cash, I mean, for 3Q22, you burned about $107 million. For 4Q, you're looking at the burn rate of $120 to $130 million. Is that the run rate we should expect leading up to the commercial service next year, or have you done the bulk of the work, and does that taper off leading into commercial service?
So we only give one quarter guidance on that, Christine. So we've got a midpoint of 125 for Q4. But what you'll see directionally as we go forward is probably still some growth because of the fact that we're still finishing up the flight test phase and getting ready for commercial service, while we're also ramping up the fleet expansion efforts, the fleet development with the outside vendors. So you've got kind of some layering on there, which directionally should drive costs a little higher. But as we get to commercial service, then you start to see some ramp down on the current fleet because we've finished that flight testing process and we're now in a sustainment mode and maintenance mode. And so that starts to come down, but at the same time, you've got the vendors ramping up. So that's how the different components should work together.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Christine. Good to hear from you. And yes, we are really excited to have both of these organizations on board with us. They bring facilities, they bring expertise, and they bring ideas on how to help us move quickly and cost effectively. And the leadership and their teams are all also really excited to be part of it. It's exciting work.
Thank you. The next question today comes from the line of Greg Conrad from Jefferies. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Good evening, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Good evening.
Hey. Just to follow up on Bell and Carbon, I mean, those are obviously the major structural components, but when we just think about the out percentage are you through in kind of locking down the supply chain? And I know you're not disclosing costs, but, through these discussions, any indication of how the price of the vehicle's tracking with maybe internal plans?
Well, let's see. I think as far as the supply chain goes, while there will be obviously Bell and Carbon on their own will have further supply chains that they pull in on their side. From our standpoint, these are by far the large bulk for the Delta ship, as Aurora is, the large bulk for the motherships. Like in Aurora's case, we'll be bringing in engines from Pratt and some smaller elements. For the spaceships, the Delta class, outside of what Bell and Carbon will be doing, examples of what we'll be doing in addition to the final assembly or what's involved in final assembly, we'll probably do the interiors, we'll bring the gear and install the gear, things like that. So the weighting of this is heavily to Bell and Carbon. and we're not expecting any other major supplier or relationship that we need for the Delta spaceship. So that's great news.
Also regarding costs relative to our...
Regarding costs. I'd say relative to our expectations, first I'd say, as Doug mentioned, we start these relationships in a time and materials basis so that we can kind of work through the design specificity with each other together, and then we move to firm fixed price. So we have to get through that process to really kind of lock that down. I'd say through the RFP process that we did, and as part of our selection criteria with both Bell and Carbon, the pricing that they were looking for, which is ROM pricing at an RFP level, is consistent in the area that we had projected internally. So I think that was your question. So I'd say, yeah, we're still tracking in a consistent fashion there.
And Greg, I can add that we had our own parametric studies that we had done, and so we had our projections of what these things would be, and yes, it's consistent, materially consistent with what we thought it would be.
And then I might have missed it. I think you maybe mentioned it briefly. How are you thinking about the schedule for Imagine as of today? I mean, it seems like the first part of the schedule hasn't slipped, but how are you kind of thinking about that coming into the flight plan?
Yeah, so we put the emphasis on, number one, I'd say ensuring that Eve and Unity not only are flying, but have the engineering resources to fly on a consistent basis, as we said, and just make sure we have the ability to have the staff ready if there's anything we need to settle out in the early flights. At the same time, the economic momentum of the company is around the Delta ships, and we are the kind of first domino to fall internally of needing to get the engineering done up front to help get definition so that Bell and Carbon can get going. So those two things are really priority. What's consistent amongst both those two is they require not just engineers, they require the engineers that have the most history with our existing ships. And that is a limited resource. We have a large engineering pool, but we need to make sure we focus those deeply experienced engineers on those two things. Now, it happens, a lot of those engineers are also the ones that will be in some of the flight testing phase for Imagine. So we're doing some resource prioritization there. And as we start to learn how quickly we'll be able to pull folks back from Eve and Unity and how quickly we'll move through some of these early design phases on Delta, that will influence how many people we get back onto Imagine. So what we said in the prepared remarks was we're reassessing Imagine's schedule. I can say that we will not be in 23 for commercial flight with Imagine, so I think we've kind of passed that mark, but kind of where it falls will depend on how quickly we're able to pull people back from Eve and Unity and from Delta.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you. The next question today comes from the line of Miles Walton from Wolfe Research. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Thanks, good evening.
Hi, Miles.
Hey, I was wondering on the schedule for return to commercial service, Eve getting back in the air in early January, and then I heard a Unity glide flight, and then a Unity space flight, and then the Italians. Was the plan always to just have the one powered flight, and has the schedule compressed at all? I realize that the start of commercial services remains steady, but has the schedule compressed at all?
Schedule has not compressed, but what you are seeing is the flights back following Unity 22 that we did with kind of Richard and our internal team. We had planned 2 flights following that. One was going to be an internal flight. One was going to be the Italian Air Force research flight that we announced. And at that time, we were going to then go into this kind of modification enhancement period. What we've done is, as you know, we pulled the modification enhancement period, went into that first. So we're bringing back those same 2 flights that we planned before. What's additional is we're adding a glide flight of Unity, and that's primarily a verification flight because Unity had some upgrades to it, and Eve had some upgrades. So we want the whole spaceflight system to be able to go through. For those who aren't familiar on the call, a glide flight is where we bring the spaceship Unity up to altitude and release it, but instead of powering it to space with our propulsion system, the pilots take it through a series of maneuvers as they glide back to Spaceport America. That is the additional flight that we've put in the system. The other two are the same as we were before.
Okay, good. And I think in the queue it talks about, in this relationship, Virgin Galactic would continue to own the airworthiness certificate and award it for the manufactured product, which makes sense. But can you just remind us, the airworthiness certificate that goes along with the Delta class, how different is that versus what you currently carry for Unity?
Each vehicle will have kind of a, in our world, as a spaceship that functions as an air vehicle in the lower parts of the atmosphere. Each of these will have a reusable launch vehicle license, so each vehicle has its own license. But the FAA license to carry commercial passengers to space is an operating license, and while we will clearly kind of show the FAA the work we've done on Delta, our dialogues with them so far, we feel, each side feels these will all be part of that same license, so we do not expect having to create a new commercial license for the Delta ship. They'll fall under the same operations license, but each vehicle will need its own reusable launch certification.
Great. And then the last one was on, I know you said that the cash flow from R&D running hot was enhancement cost as well as future fleet. Is there any way, maybe, Doug, you could sort of break down how much is going to the future fleet today versus enhancement?
Today, I'll just say it's more on enhancement, but that's rapidly shifting to future fleet.
Okay. All right.
So if you were looking at Q3, it was more on enhancement. Now it's shifting over. Okay.
Thanks, Miles.
Thank you. The next question today comes from the line of Sam Struhsaker from Truist Securities. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Hey, good evening, guys. I'm on for Mike Tremoli this evening. I was just curious, you guys mentioned kind of putting some engineering force behind your various initiatives. And I guess if you guys just elaborate, have you looked into adding any additional labor, or are you guys having any kinds of shortages there or anything like that? And then kind of on the same note, I think you said you're managing supply chain all right, but have you guys had any issues with pricing pressures? And if you could just add any detail there. Thank you.
Well, I think the supply chain, we have not seen, I'll call it, pricing pressures. Sometimes, a miscellaneous part or something that's in demand, we may expedite from a shipping or expedite to kind of get ourselves to the front of the line. That's, I think, more like day in and day out of the supply chain world, but nothing, I'd call it, structurally that we've seen at this moment. I'm looking at Doug in case I'm missing something there.
No, the other factor is that the bulk of our costs are labor, not materials. So, labor is more fixed in terms of pricing. So, even with the contractors and so on. So yeah, it really doesn't show up as a material thing for us, any supply chain cost changes.
And then I'd say on the engineering side, we have a great number of incredible engineers that are very smart. The number of those engineers that have historical experience with our ships is more limited because that came over the time kind of earlier in the company's time when our engineering core was smaller. And it's those more deeply experienced engineers that we have kind of three demands on their time. One of them is, as we put even Unity into service, those are the people who are very familiar through the flight test program, and we just want them kind of on the job, effectively on site, ready to help us turn those ships. So that's one where we need that specific group. And then the design phase up front, as you would expect, you want to bring that deep expertise in. Once we get through some of the early design pieces, you get more larger groups of incredibly smart engineers, but who may not have as much historical expertise. It's that core that also is important for some of the early testing of Imagine. And so we want to make sure that we put focus on the first of those, two of those, even Unity and Delta. And that's what's given us a little bit of schedule flexibility in what we're trying to think about with Imagine. So as I said, that will push us out of 2023, but it's for that specific cadre of engineers.
Great. And then if I could just sneak in one more. You guys, I think, mentioned that the production on the Delta class would begin in 2023. Is there any way you could give any more detail on kind of when, if that would be more back half or not?
I don't think we're kind of at the point where we're putting specifics out on that. However, we will follow a fairly standard process that will go through from design up front. As design is completing and we get certain parts of that ahead, we are able to start tooling exercises, right? So you design the tools and then you can order the material for the tools and you can then build the tools. That tooling exercise can happen as design is completing on some of the more detailed efforts. And then you go into actually, manufacturing process there. So if you think about that sequence, you can probably make some assessments on that, but that's probably the right level of discussion at this stage.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
As a reminder, if you would like to ask a question, please press star followed by 1 on your telephone keypad. The next question today comes from the line of Anthony Valentini from Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Hey, guys. This is Anthony on for Noah. How are you?
Hi, Anthony. Welcome. We're well.
Thanks for taking my question. I just want to go back to the reservations for a minute. It sounds like, the reservations are closed at this point in time, but is the sales process also like completely closed at a full stop halt, or do you guys still have people out there that are drumming up business for future customers?
Yeah, so just kind of, both for you, but also for anybody who's listening. So we have a backlog of tickets that have been already sold that's greater than 3 years. And so those are obviously the people that we want to be flying to space along the way. And so, kind of as mentioned earlier, that's where we are building to the 800 so we have, and then the 100 research flights. And then kind of to your question here, we've got a number of those remaining 1,000 that we've allocated with a luxury and adventure travel partner, Virtuoso. Those folks, I think, will be putting their energy towards this as we go back to flight. That will be, from my old world, that would probably be the most efficient way for them to go at that. But these are, again, we've got, kind of pushing towards 4 years of backlog along the way. So it's, from that standpoint, we've kind of, I'll call it, closed the $450,000 price point. Virtuoso's tickets that they'll be selling will be at that $450,000 piece. So at this point, then, if people are coming in, we're obviously, taking those names. We will add them to the interest list to come online as well, and make sure that we're ready to follow up when we do reopen things up. And we also have kept some house seats, so when we get referrals from our existing Future Astronaut Corps, we have the ability to bring some of those folks in as well. Sometimes that's with, hey, I'd like to bring a family member, or somebody else's, things start to get real for them. So we want to keep a few tickets available for that. But then as we get back to flight and we are flying again, then we'll reopen up sales. And so our effort for our sales team right now is primarily structured on what are the kind of the sales infrastructure and mechanisms that we will use as we need to scale sales up at higher levels as we get closer to the Deltas coming online. So this is a good time period for us to get that work done.
Okay, yeah, that's really helpful and makes sense. I'm curious in terms of just like the trend, color, and information on people that are coming to you with interest. Have you guys seen that slowing as there's been, recessionary fears, stock market decline, business profits down, things like that? We have even talked just to our existing core, right? We're generally maintaining the existing base. Everybody is impacted by world events, companies and individuals. For the most part, the people who are coming at these kind of early phases have the economic capacity to do so. But undoubtedly, everybody pays attention when
markets are going up and down and things like that. So with kind of this kind of near 4-year backlog, it's not really the concern for us at the moment. We're more focused on what's the infrastructure going to be as we begin our flights back to space and taking that momentum to really ramp the sales. And we've got a little bit of time for that. So hasn't been the economy and the world events have not, I'd say, be a weighting factor on us. But we will look to kind of, get back focused on sales as we get back to flight.
Okay, great. Last one for you here on supply chain. You guys touched on it, but I'm curious if there's like any specific parts that you guys are seeing that require longer lead times or anything like that. A lot of companies that we're hearing that are in A&D generally are really harping on the fact that the supply chain has taken a major hit here. So I'm just curious to get your thoughts.
A lot of what we've got going on right now is, carbon, and we have that. We had some issues that we were concerned about with some of the thermal protection system materials we use, and that took some scrambling to, pull shipments in from Australia because that had been sole sourced out of Ukraine, as an example. I think things that are very particular types of metals, metallics, that are used in aerospace can be tricky. So we had some work to do on a certain type of aluminum that we needed that was there that took us a while to get to. And so those were some of the earlier things we faced. But at this point, we've kind of worked through those, and the things that we're working on in the near term have not been problematic for us at that point. Doug, anything you've seen?
Yeah, nothing that I would mention beyond that. Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you. There are no further questions registered, so this concludes today's question and answer session and today's conference call. Thank you all for your participation.
There we go. No closing remarks there tonight on Virgin Galactic. That was quite unusual to end like that, but they do end quite abruptly. We are kind of used to that now with Virgin Galactic. Right. I want to thank everybody for being here. We are here 10 hours a day. Our aim is to grow the most honest, real YouTube channel in the world. We are live every day. We're here to support people. We've raised over $1 million for our members on my previous channel, Martyn Lucas. We support channels, charities. We're here to help everybody. Always honest, always truthful. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. I'm back in the morning for, of course, the opening bell. We have a cash giveaway every Friday. It's free to enter, free for all. Here's your silent guest again. Who's my silent guest again? Steve. Oh, Stephen Schiffeliers. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Welcome. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Right then, we had a poll. Should we do a party at the end? And you voted yes. So I'm going to go back to the piano right now. We're going to have a bit of a celebration. I'm going to grab a beer. I know Virgin Galactic's going to be $100 a share. I've no doubt about it. I've worked for Sir Richard Branson on the Virgin experiences. I know where the stock's going. This is my whole portfolio. This is my actual situation, my actual position right now. If you've enjoyed tonight's show, please do subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to be part of our live party right now, we are going to grab a beer. If you do a $10 super chat, I am doing the first song for free. As we had a vote, you chose the song. After that, if you want a special request, if you are a member, you get many perks as a member. We celebrate your birthday. You have a 20-minute fundraiser. The list goes on and on. I will promote your channel on the homepage of my YouTube channel. It's what I do for everyone. And let me see how many people are watching me right now as we go over to our live show. We got 495 came through the show. 5,000. Look at that. We got 5,199 subscribers. We really moved up a lot today. Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much indeed for that, everybody. I can't thank you enough. What absolutely amazing tonight. Right, so let's pump some smoke out. Let's grab a beer. Let's see how many people we got watching us right now. Let's have a quick look. See how many are with us right now. 116 of you. Fantastic. Right, do you know what then? We need to have a bit of a party, don't we? Who is all in on Virgin Galactic? I'm all in. I'm all in 100%. I'm not going anywhere. So let's go back over now to the studio and let's have a bit of music, shall we? So if you want to make a request, you can. It's one of our members' perks. For a $10 super chat, you can choose the song. All right, you can choose the song. And we're going to keep Virgin Galactic open there just for a minute and keep our eye on it. And let's pump some smoke out. Let's get it going. And we'll do a bit of a... I'm going to go and grab a beer. Go and grab a beer and join in with me for a couple of songs, shall we? Smash the like button. Let's bring up a Mr. Mini-Me. So I went to Virgin Orbit earlier this year. If you want to go and check out that video, you can go and check it out. Virgin Galactic is next year. And we're going to have another party there. We had our annual party in Cornwall in England for Virgin Orbit. And we're going to have a party in... thank you very much, Jason, for your subscription. Appreciate it. In Virgin Galactic. All right, so smash the like button. Let's see if we can get to 120 likes. Be absolutely amazing. But we're going to do a couple of songs. So what did we have? What won the poll? What won the poll? The poll was, looks like I'm Still Standing, Elton John. So there's the free song. We'll do that. If anybody else wants to pick a song, I have 650, 14 voices in 7 different languages, from Andre Bocelli to Pavarotti to Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, Elton John, whatever you like. But the first song is free. After that, if you do a $10 super chat, you can request a song. Now, every Friday, we have a cash prize giveaway. Here's the invitation to be a member. It's free to enter, free for all. It's in the opening bell tomorrow. If you want some free money, here is my Twitch account. If you subscribe using Amazon Prime, which is free, you will be in the free prize draw every first Friday of the month. Every first Friday, which is tomorrow, I basically give away the subscription money I get to you as a cash giveaway. It's free to enter if you subscribe to Amazon Prime. If you want my weekly newsletter, which gives you all the giveaways that I do, here is my weekly newsletter. It's on the All Links button. Here it is. Here's the link you need. You need to verify your email. It always goes into junk folder because it contains the word cash prize draw. There it is, the email you're looking for. It goes out every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. GMT. Here is the email you're looking for. It's thedaytrader@martynlucas.com. It's in the chat. If you go and check that out, all links are below, all the videos in the description. We are back in the morning for the opening bell, and that's every Friday we do our cash giveaway. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody now on TikTok. And if you want to join us on YouTube for our party, we're going to have an after hours party and have a few beers. YouTube.com/Martyn Lucas Investor, the same name as this channel. I'll say goodbye to you now. Jump on in and join us for a bit of a party. I'll see you back in the morning, guys, on TikTok. There we go. TikTok is now done. So here comes the smoke. Right, we've got I'm Still Standing as our first request. After that, you can pick any song you want. And when the requests stop, I will end the concert. Let's have some fun, shall we? Celebrate Virgin Galactic. I'm going to be flying with them, and I am looking forward to it, and I will report it live on the show. Right, let me grab a beer. Let me go over to the studio. We'll keep Virgin Galactic running, I think, actually. We'll keep that running, so we'll bring that just there. There you go. We'll keep that running. We'll turn that light out. Let's go and do it, shall we? All right. We'll turn this screen around as well, and you can make a request. There you go. Okay. Let's bring in the music. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Right, I just did a beer. Let me go with beer out the fridge. There we go. We're all set. Oh, thank you so much. My wife, Leah, just brought me in a beer, so we're good to go. Look at that. Right then, so how many are watching right now? 79 now. If it drops below 50, we'll stop. All right, so we've got to keep, you can share the video if you want to keep everybody in. If you want to make a request, you can. So I had a request for I'm Still Standing That's what you voted for. So to make a request, you can. We're going to do that one. And if we then get a $10 super chat, you can choose the song that you want. All right. I think someone wanted, was it Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, right? So I'm still standing. Here we go. This is Elton John. And here we go. If we don't get a request, if we don't get a super chat at the end of this song, we'll wind it up. I think that somebody wanted to do a $10 super chat for, what was it? Wonderful World. All right, so you've got until the end of this song to make your request. Here is I'm Still Standing. All right. Hey. You could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. A cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. Yeah. Did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. The taste of love, simple way. You need to know I'm still standing. You just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little cat. I'm still standing after all this time, looking at the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. Ha! I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right now. Did you think you could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. The taste of love, a simple way. You need to know I'm still standing. You just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little cat. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still standing. All right, we got 30 seconds left of this song. If we don't get a super chat in the live chat, we will end a $10 super chat and we'll keep it going. Every $10 super chat is another song. You've got 30 seconds left. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. All right, I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still standing, yeah. 10 seconds to go. Well, I'm still standing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still standing, yeah. All right, we got a super chat from Stephen Lewandowski. That was just in time. I thought we were going to run out there. Right, what was the request you want? Good man. Thank you, Stephen Lewandowski. Was it What a Wonderful World? Was that the song that you wanted? Imagine. John Lennon. Imagine. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Nothing to kill or die for, but it's only a sky. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer who wants to go into space with Virgin Galactic, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Okay, 15 seconds to go. If we don't get another super chat, that is it. We are back in the morning for our cash giveaway on the opening bell. I hope everybody will join us. I hope you've all subscribed and rung the bell, and you'll be now part of our family. Virgin Galactic's go back up again. This is absolutely great. It's one of the biggest parts of my portfolio. I believe in it. I know it's going to be $100 a share in 2 years. Keep the party going. I want to go to space. You want to go to space? Got 15 seconds to go. Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you all back in the morning. Don't forget, if you want to become a member of this channel, you're helping to support a channel. We're trying to grow the best YouTube channel in the world, where we support more people. We've raised over $1 million for our members. And we're here every day, 10 hours a day. We're counting down. It looks like we've come to the end of the show. I'm going to say good night. Go Martyn, go rest. That is it. We've dropped below 60. We don't have another super chat. That is it. Thank you very much. I'll see you all back in the morning. So here is my free gift to everybody. We're going to do this. We're going to close with this. This is it from me. No matter what happens now, I'll be gone in the next 2 minutes. So this is my goodbye song. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. 'Cause a vision softly creeping left its seas while I was sleeping. And a vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence. Restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. 'neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, where my eyes were stabbed like the flash of that neon light that split the night and touched the sounds of silence. Fools, you said you do not know, like a cancer grows. Hear the words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, they fell into the well, into the sound of silence. As we come to the last verse, I want to see if we can do something I've never had happen on my channel before. There are 58 people watching right now. Every single person, Ed Nivius, has just come in with a $10 super chat. I want to see if it's absolutely possible for the super chat to blow up if every single person does just a 99 cents, a 99 pence. I want to see, it looks so cool if every single person could do a 99 cents or a 99 pence super chat, just so it goes like that. It goes viral, all right? And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sound flashed out of its warning, and the words that it was forming, and the signs of the words of prophet are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. Disturb the sounds of silence. Hey! And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out of its warning, and the words that it was forming are the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls with the sounds of silence. You said you do not know, oh, like a cancer grows. Hear the words that it was forming, and the signs of it, oh, it's warning, and the words are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. Disturb the sounds of silence. you very much indeed for coming tonight. I'll see you all back in the morning. Look at this. It's gone absolutely nuts. Grab a beer. Make some noise. Come on. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna smile and it seems to me remind me of childhood memories. Everything was fresh as a blind blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. If I stay too long, you're gonna break down and cry. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Yeah. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Yeah. She's gonna smile and it seems to me remind me of childhood memories. Everything was fresh as a blind blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. If I wait too long, you're gonna break down and cry. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. I said, oh, 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 sweet child. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Oh, 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 sweet child. Until we meet again tomorrow for the opening bell. Join me in the morning, share this video with everybody, and we'll have a great day tomorrow. Let's make some money on Virgin Galactic. To all my family here on the Day Trader, on the Martyn Lucas channel, we are officially the most engaged channel on YouTube. More live members, more live viewers of our channel than any other channel are members. Even more than Mr. Beast. Yes, 95% of you are members. And it's growing every day. See you back in the morning. Thank you very much indeed. That's it from me. Until next time. When I find myself in time of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Well, in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. People are asking, can you rewatch this? Yes, you can. Just rewind it. But on the homepage of my YouTube channel, just look below and you'll find my main music channel, the Martyn Lucas Music Channel. Go to that and you'll see all my songs. When I performed as the World Piano Man, there's many, many songs. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I am not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, I believe in. For Ali Tisro. Ali Tisro is one of our royal members here tonight. He's been a gold member of our channel since the very beginning. Ali Tisro has supported so many people. He's given so many memberships away. Absolutely amazing. We got one of our record audiences tonight, so I want to thank all of our members tonight. Absolutely amazing. If you're not a member, you're only one of 5% of everyone who watches me live. Become a member right now. Become a member right now. Every single person, become a member. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I'll see you back in the morning. Roll the credits. Oh, we got to roll the credits. We got to roll the credits. Nitz Farrell said, roll the credits. He's right. He's right. So many people have tipped tonight. We got to roll the credits. Roll the bloody credits. Let's do it. Roll the credits. Go on. Roll. Why aren't the credits rolling? Why aren't the credits rolling? Roll the credits. Let's roll the credits. Oh, I know why. There you go. There you go. Roll the credits. Go on, go. Go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Dexter Sickles, Mr. Cossack, Nitz Farrell, Stephen Lewandowski, Ed Nevius, Ali Tisro, Mike 168, Seb Dean, Bill, Malk, William Wallace, Benjamin Barton, Count, Jamie Lee. Look at all those super chat subscriptions. Raoul, Ethan, Lewis, Benjamin, Jason, Matt D, Dr. Fladdy, members Seb D. Can you believe it? What on earth? That's the best credits we've ever had. Here's the Pisa. There it is. From all the way from Italy. There you go. Can you see it? Can you see it? There you go. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's from Italy. Put that there a minute. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. See you back in the morning. Good night, guys. Yesterday, love was such an easy game. time to plan. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Best job in the world. With my online family around the world. Let's become the best YouTube channel in the world. With the best family. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless. Until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Take care of yourselves and each other.